Don't tell me the moon is shining. Show me the glint of light on broken glass. Perhaps man has 100 senses, and when he dies only the 5 senses that we know perish with him, and the other 95 remain alive. Any idiot can face a crisis. It's this day-to-day living that wears you out. The role of the artist is to ask questions, not answer them. What a fine weather today. Can't choose whether to drink tea or to hang myself. The world is, of course, nothing but our conception of it. When asked, "Why do you always wear black?" he said, "I am mourning for my life." Wisdom comes not from age, but from education and learning. Perhaps the feelings that we experience when we are in love represent a normal state. Being in love shows a person who he should be. Medicine is my lawful wife, and literature is my mistress. When I get fed up with one, I spend the night with the other. If you are afraid of loneliness, don't marry. Man is what he believes. There should be more sincerity and heart in human relations, more silence and simplicity in our interactions. Be rude when you're angry, laugh when something is funny, and answer when you're asked. We shall find peace. We shall hear angels, we shall see the sky sparkling with diamonds. A woman can become a man's friend only in the following stages. First an acquaintance, next a mistress, and only then a friend. If ever my life can be of any use to you, come and claim it. There is nothing more awful, insulting, and depressing than banality. To fear love is to fear life. And those whose fear life are already 3 parts dead. The happy man only feels at ease because the unhappy bear their burden in silence. Without this silence, happiness would be impossible. The task of a writer is not to solve the problem, but to state the problem correctly. Even in Siberia, there is happiness. Do you see that tree? It is dead, but it still sways in the wind with the others. I think it would be like that with me. That if I died, I would still be part of life in one way or another. Man will become better when you show him what he is like. If my life can ever be of any use to you, come and take it. 3 o'clock in the morning. The soft April night is looking at my windows and caressingly winking at me with its stars. I can't sleep. I am so happy. They say philosophers and wise men are indifferent. Wrong. Indifference is a paralysis of the soul, a premature death. Only one who loves can remember so well. People should be beautiful in every way. In their faces, in the way they dress, in their thoughts, and in their innermost selves. If you want to work on your art, work on your life. Do silly things. Foolishness is a great deal more vital and healthy than our straining and striving after a meaningful life. Only during hard times do people come to understand how difficult it is to be master of their feelings and thoughts. I kept thinking how marvelous it would be if I could somehow tear my heart, which felt so heavy, out of my chest. It's very hard. Feeling that you are no more than a piece of unwanted furniture in this world. When a lot of remedies are suggested for a disease, that means it cannot be cured. When one has no real life, one lives by mirages. It's still better than nothing. Nothing can be accomplished by logic and ethics. Dear and most respected bookcase, I welcome your existence, which has for over 100 years been devoted to the radiant ideals of goodness and justice. Formerly, when I would feel a desire to understand someone or myself, I would take into consideration, not actions, in which everything is relative, but wishes. Tell me what you want, and I'll tell you who you are. Fine. Since the tea is not forthcoming, let's have a philosophical conversation. In all the universe, nothing remains permanent and unchanged but the spirit. There will come a time when everybody will know why, for what purpose, there is all this suffering, and there will be no more mysteries. But now we must live. We must work, just work. This life of ours, human life, is like a flower gloriously blooming in a meadow. Along comes a goat, eats it up. No more flower. I should think I'm going to be a perpetual student. Love, friendship and respect do not unite people as much as common hatred for something. Knowledge is of no value unless you put it into practice. Everything on earth is beautiful. Everything. Except what we ourselves think and do, when we forget the higher purposes of life and our own human dignity. A good upbringing means, not that you won't spill sauce on the tablecloth, but that you won't notice it when someone else does. You will not become a saint through other people's sins. When a person is born, he can embark on only one of 3 roads of life. If you go right, the wolves will eat you. If you go left, you'll eat the wolves. If you go straight, you'll eat yourself. The illusion which exalts us is dearer to us than 10,000 truths. Doctors are just the same as lawyers. The only difference is that lawyers merely rob you, whereas doctors rob you and kill you too. People don't notice whether it's winter or summer when they're happy. Life is given only once, and one wants to live it boldly, with full conscience and beauty. You must trust and believe in people, or life becomes impossible. My love is like a stone, tied round my neck. It's dragging me down to the bottom. But I love my stone. I can't live without it. Wise women always marry men who truly love them. The secret of boring people lies in telling them everything. All saints have past, and all sinners have a future. Better a debauched canary than a pious wolf. A man and a woman marry because both of them do not know what to do with themselves.